On one hand, these floods have inundated cities across several parts of the world. In the other, another urban disaster is unfolding thousands of kilometers away. In the month of July, Spain witnessed its worst fires in recent history. While French President Emmanuel Macron described the massive, fast-moving blazes tearing through the Gironde region of France as a completely unprecedented crisis and the toughest since World War II. After France and Spain battling deadly fires last month, Greece is now engulfed in the blaze as scorching temperatures and prolonged drought continue to fuel wildfires across the country. The hardest hit areas lie to the west of Athens, where fires have ripped through forests, farmland and residential communities, leaving charred hillsides and destroyed homes in their wake. More than 1,000 people have been evacuated, including hundreds rescued from beaches as flames cut off escape routes. Firefighters, helicopters, water-bombing aircraft and military crews have been deployed in a massive effort to protect homes, roads and critical infrastructure. But powerful winds have repeatedly grounded aircraft, allowing the fire to change direction and spread rapidly through rugged terrain. In an unfortunate incident, 2 flight crew members were killed when firefighting helicopters collided while battling a wildfire in the area of Psacha, Attica, about 70 kilometers away from Athens. Shocking footage shows the aircraft flying close together before colliding mid-air, sending one helicopter crashing to the ground. Aemilius Ioannidis, a resident of the coastal village of Psatha, gazed over blackened hillsides as he pruned his roses. Flames tore through Psatha in the last days, destroying homes and lush green forest and hillsides surrounding the village in western Attica. Ioannidis was lucky. The fire reached the perimeter of his home, but it was saved. All around him was a charred landscape.
I will be seeing this in front of me now for the next 10 years. For 10 years I will be looking at this landscape, this dead landscape. Our soul is burning. If you can believe it, our house may not have been burned, it may have been saved, but our soul is burning when we look at that. And for nothing, you understand? For nothing. There were 5 small fronts and they left it to become an entire blaze.
Here is another distressing sight. A group of horses were seen running from a wildfire northwest of Athens as the blaze, driven by winds, persisted in the area. The horses near the settlement of Kandili were seen fleeing as flames engulfed a field behind them. According to local media that filmed the event, the horses were not harmed. Municipal workers and volunteer organizations scrambled to shelter animals caught up in a devastating wildfire that burned through acres of forest and farmland. Gymnasiums and stadiums around western Attica were used as animal shelters for dogs and cats, farm animals and even wild animals. One shelter had even rescued toads, hedgehogs and wild boars. Greece's wildfires are no longer confined to remote forests. As cities expand toward woodlands and hotter, drier conditions make vegetation more flammable, the country is seeing a growing threat of urban wildfires. The recent fires near Athens spread from forests into residential communities, forcing mass evacuations and putting homes, roads and critical infrastructure directly in the path of the flames. While Greece is battling wildfires at the edge of its cities, the United States is witnessing a disaster that has already spread deep into urban neighborhoods. In Spokane, in the state of Washington, a series of fast-moving wildfires erupted at the start of August, driven by extreme heat, prolonged drought, and powerful winds. The fires raced through grasslands, woodlands and residential areas with alarming speed. More than 64,000 people were ordered to evacuate, and over 700 buildings, including hundreds of homes, were destroyed. A federal emergency was declared in Washington as thousands of firefighters mobilized to protect communities. The disaster has also taken a criminal turn. Authorities have charged a 37-year-old man with first-degree arson, alleging that he deliberately started the Old Trails fire using matches or a lighter. The investigation is continuing even as firefighters remain on the front lines. Lizzie Davis's family home of 18 years was destroyed in the wildfires. She still visited her parents regularly after moving nearby.
This was my childhood home. My family lived in for 18 years. We moved here when I was 11, and I'm 29 now. And yeah, this was just where I grew up. I still only lived 3 minutes down the road, so I was here nearly every day still with my parents. And yeah, we lost literally everything. All the family heirlooms.
Spokane is a warning of how wildfires are evolving. The fires burning in Spokane mark the third time since 2020 that a major wildland fire has transformed into an urban wildfire, where instead of trees, it is homes, just like in California in 2025 and Colorado in 2021. The wildfires that burned in the Los Angeles area in January 2025 surged through highly populated areas, causing catastrophic damage. The two largest fires, the Palisades and Eaton fires, together destroyed over 16,000 homes and other buildings, killed 29 people and displaced thousands. Multiple states, California, Arizona, Colorado, Texas, Montana, and now Washington state, are now facing increased wildfire risks. Hundreds of families who have lost everything may now face another long battle, the challenge of rebuilding their lives after the flames.